Hi friends, Namaste. Hope you all are keeping well. Today we are all set to review Battrick.org, which, as the website would like us to believe, is the best free online cricket management game out there. So let's check what it is all about. While I have already gone through this, but I would like to run you through the sign up process. Okay, so as you can see, the first step number one is to select your country, the country where you would like your team to play in. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to be the country you reside in, it can be any country that you feel free like. So these are your options, things to consider. There are certain countries that has a first class, which is a longer term game, that is a 3-day game, and certain countries that do not. There are two other formats in the game, a 2020 format and a OD format. The second thing to be taken into consideration is what are the number of teams that are in waiting. So only New Zealand has a couple of teams waiting, others are all waiting, and there are plenty of teams available, so I don't think there's a challenge. However, one needs to take into consideration that countries like Australia and England already have a lot of players in, so if you do select your team to be in this country, it's going to be a little more challenging, more difficult to come up the ladder. So I selected India. And I'll just show you the okay guys, this is the way you would need to register. And guys, to make a note of the email ID, mail.webrev@gmail.com. This is the mail ID that you need to write to us in case you want to reach out for anything. Select terminal connection and click on sign up. We have already gone through this, so I will just now get into log into the portal and show you how the game is. But just for your information everyone, I received a mail post the sign up stating that it will take me 48 hours for a confirmation on the team. Roughly around in a couple of hours I got another mail stating that my team is created, and I had got a default password which I have already changed into my password. Okay, and so just for your information, this is how, so the UI looks absolutely simple, very simple. This is something that I liked about the game. The UI is very simple and easy to access. Okay, so just a second. Okay, so the home page basically consists of whatever updates, news and stuff. Because I've logged into India. India also has a national team and an under-19 team, so updates of that. Again, Twitter updates and stuff. The number of online users at the moment 51, including me, so that's 50 plus me. Okay, so now let's get into the specifics. So firstly is my office. So office, like you can see, that I've been managing since 3rd April. This is my achievements, which is 0 because I haven't really done anything. And this is my team. I'm based out of Mumbai. These are the leagues that I'm part of. So the objective is, you start off at the bottom of the ladder and then slowly come up uh, the ladder to the top rung. Okay, so news is basically the home page. Then comes the preferences. Okay, preferences is the page where I had changed my password. You can change your ticker refresher rate, and from what I understand, you can also change. There are specific periods where you can change your username and stuff. Next is search. So here, if you want to search any player, any team, so any of you guys who are, joining Battrick after seeing this video, you can search my team from the team name. That is, and my team name is Team WebRev. You can put it up here, and search. So that's my team. You can click here. So we'll get into that. Then there's a mail option where you can exchange mails within with different players. This is a Battrick multi-view where I believe if you have multiple games going on and you can add games up here and view. So there's one game at the moment. So the next segment, club. First is pavilion, which basically gives me an idea about my team. You can see my. Okay, so ooh, I'm 1057th ranked in the country and 10,655 in the world. So that's where I start off. And these are the leagues that I'm part of. So these are bots, the ones that uh, uh, are not managed by any manager. So in the lower rungs, you have a lot of other clubs which are not managed by anyone. So you get a free run, but as you go up, you find clubs managed and a little tougher. So I should be having a free run in the OD League here. Okay, now coming to squad. So this is my initial band of boys that I've got. So there's a description on what kind of batsman, what kind of a bowler he is, what is his leadership abilities, what is the kind of experience he has. So if he has any preferences, if he has any traits and all that. So there are primarily seven parameters or qualities that are there for every player. As you see, stamina basically gives a reflection of his fitness. Wicket keeping important for I guess players who would be wicket keepers. So and batting again, as it says, is basically gives you an idea of how good the batsman is. Concentration is a secondary skill of batting, as in batting would be a primary skill as to how good the batsman is. Concentration is something that adds up to it. Similarly, for bowling, consistency is a secondary skill to the bowling. So you're a good bowler, but then if your consistency is bad, then it really doesn't add up. So fielding, as you know, is important for the fielding aspects of the game. So that's how. So I have 18 members squad to start off with. And just for your information, for the information of everyone, the minimum squad size that you can have is 14. So a bit of stats on my present squad. So let's go into the next one. So basically, okay, the fixtures. This is the round of fixtures that I have upcoming next, and these are the matches that my team has already played. So as you can see, I think my team's earlier name was the Incredible Indians because Team WebRev, and it's here to play a match. Club info gives you a little more insight. Okay, so I have a youth academy which is this and all that details. I can produce new players from academy. So this is something that I can do weekly. I can pull a player weekly from my academy. However, the quality of the player is something I think is a bit luck driven as per the information that I could gather from the help section here. Uh, Finances, obviously very important. Uh, so this is so every Saturday the finances get reviewed, updated, and whatever your operational expenses are accounted for, whatever your incomes are is accounted for, and this is maintained. So essential for you not to get into a negative year, because if you do get into a negative year, the team shuts shop. And this is something which is important. I mean, like for the first 3 weeks, you get a bonus of 50,000 to get you started. Next is, okay, I missed out nets. I'll come to that. But offers is basically, if you are buying or selling any players, you get to see what is the present bid on that. Okay, so I missed nets. Nets is basically you can set sessions, but for that you need to have uh, club info. I missed out. You can hire staff. So say I take a batting coach, hire a batting coach, and when I'm in it, I can give one of my players. I can set for a batting session, a training session. So this again happens every Saturday. Yeah. So at maximum you can have 10 sessions, and the number of sessions that you get, so to a player improves his chances of improvement. Ground is where you generate your ticket sales or ticket income from. So presently my capacity, which is the capacity you start off with, is 6,500, and you can add to it from here depending on how many members you have added to the club and how your club is performing. If you disproportionately grow your stadium, it can will be a cost of you having, because there is a maintenance cost associated with the ground. So you need to ensure that there's a parity between where your club is and the size of the ground. Challenges, well, besides the fixtures that we showed you, there is also an opportunity to challenge and play friendlies. So you guys already know my team name. You can search and perhaps challenge me to friendlies. Diary is basically it captures whatever activities that is there. Like I said, you Saturday there's a weekly finance update that happened, and Saturday today just now you guys saw me hire a batting coach, so that's been captured. Next is global. Global first is the transfer market, very important. So as a manager, one of the primary things that you would like to do is buy players or sell players. So you know uh, so at the moment I really don't know, but so I just bid for a player. Let's see if I do get him or not. So the deadline is this, then is this. So let's see. And if you sell any player, that player also comes into the market here, and you can put your own preferences in the search while buying or selling. So this is country details. So I'm in India, so it shows me the current season, the week number of teams that are there in India, the region, number of regions, the top first class series, the top OD series, and all that details stuff. And you can also search for that for the other countries from your ODI matches. Again, something to do with the national team. So Amongst all the players, there are elections, managers are selected, and those managers, the Indian national team manager or the Indian under 19 team manager, goes ahead and selects from all the players that are there across the clubs and makes a national team. So India is apparently doing very, very well. I mean, no one's even close to the performance. It's good. Um, World Cup. Okay, so they also have a World Cup and keeps happening. And then you have immigration. So immigration is basically at the end of every season you have an opportunity to move to a different country, and then there are certain norms around it which once you're there you can go through it. Well, you can also have a membership. You can also buy a membership here. There are certain benefits which you can obviously see. Uh, Since this is a UK based portal, so you pay in pound. There are two sorts of membership, one for a year, one for 3 months. You also have certain competitions, friendly competitions that you can join. You would find so uh, I'll just join one friendly competition, which I think the fixtures are yet to be drawn. So once the full number of teams are selected here, this league will fall into place. Community, well, you have sledging board, which is basically a forum where all members, all players can exchange. There are various sledging boards. Uh, so I would be joining the Indian sledging board. Okay. Okay, so there are various discussions going on, threads appear, so you can maybe add your comments and stuff. So a lot of other things that you can see, shop, donation, calendar. Calendar is something that is interesting because it has when's what. So today is the Cup Round 6 and International World Cup matches. So this is where you get that. Okay. Hall of Fame. There's all the legendary players as in the virtual cricketers are captured here. On the online users, you can see whichever members are playing at the moment or are online at the moment. Commentary and things. There are a lot of other things that you can, once you are part of this, you can see. Okay, so this is your help section where you have rules and beginners guides and FAQs. This should help you. You also have a contact us if you want to reach out to them. So guys, this is the portal. I will play it for some time and see how this is going to be. So I may not come back with a follow-up review on this, but this looks interesting. I think I will be giving it a shot for a while, and it would be great if some of you guys also can join in up here, and maybe we can exchange some friendly matches here, right? So that's it for today, and maybe we'll catch you with the next review. Till then, please do like, subscribe, and comment. And if there's something that you want us to review in our next videos, please do mention it in the comments. Thank you. Take care. Stay safe.